Hi guys, Duke Doom here, bringing you another review video. I know that's been a long time since I made a review video, so in this one I'm actually not going to talk that much about a specific movie. I'm going to talk about a couple of specific movies, namely two really good ones that I have seen lately and two really bad ones. And I'm sorry that the sound might not be the best. I have my fan on, it's really hot today, and I'm also sorry about the lighting because I'm filming this in my new studio, so to speak, and I really need to fix lighting in here, but I will. So yeah, I'm just going to check my iPad here because I have some notes. Okay, so let's start with one good. There's actually three of each. Three. So sorry, I was wrong in the beginning. So let's start with one that isn't all that bad, but I was surely disappointed, and that is a Black Phone with Ethan Hawke, and it's based on a novel by Stephen King's son, whose name just slipped my mind. Anyway, the movie is about a serial killer who kidnaps children and keeps them in his basement, and he kidnaps this kid who has a sister who has The Shining, more or less, and the phone in the basement, which isn't connected, starts to ring, and kind of it's the previous victims that the serial killer has killed that gives this kid clues to how to escape. And you know, I had really high hopes for it because I like Stephen King's son's books or novels. I've read a few of them, and I loved the television series Nosferatu 4A2 Nosferatu, which was well, I think it was 2 seasons. I really liked that. So well, Ethan Hawke is pretty creepy as the killer, but he isn't like given that much to do. It feels like there's no tension. You never feel afraid for the kid. You kind of know he's gonna escape because Ethan Hawke might be creepy with his devil mask, who changes smiles and things, but at the same time he never really does anything that shows him to be a really sadistic killer more than talk. And the ending is so abrupt that it feels like they just wanted to get over with it. I would give the Black Phone 2 out of 5 because it was really blah. Okay, now we're going to talk about a good one, and that's Jordan Peele's Nope. Now I know many people are in kind of two different corners when it comes to this movie. Some don't like it at all. I loved it because it kind of brought back memories from Steven Spielberg's Close Encounters and also Steven Spielberg's Jaws, and it has very much in common with these. The story is that a family out in the wild, more or less, they have a farm in the countryside, starting to see this weird object in the sky which they believe is a UFO, and more or less they try to like really prove that this UFO really exists, and it becomes really creepy, otherworldly, and it becomes like, yeah, I really dug that film, man. You know, it was, you know, Jordan Peele, he made this like the sky so threatening. And it's a bit of a slow burn, yes, but I love slow burn movies, so I would give Nope a solid 4 out of 5. Now, another bad one, which was that. Yes, let's get this over with. I watched Doctor Strange 2 in the multitude of madness. And the only thing I can really say about that movie is I wished I had a hand controller for my Xbox, and I wished that, cutscene would end so I could take over and play myself. It was a boring villain. Wasn't anything new. Yeah, sure, it was kind of like cool CGI effects of the world morphing and shit like that, but come on. Marvel, it's the kind of kills the soul of people who watches them. It's just trash, really. I kind of like the Spider-Man movies, but you never get a feeling that anyone is in real danger, because everyone is just computer animated. They slam the face of the actor on some computer generated model, and they fall around and bounce like rubber balls, and they don't take any damage, And I know Sam Raimi, which is a good director. He made the Evil Dead series and Army of Darkness, and which is Evil Dead, Darkman, and a lot of cool movies, But no, it was just. If it hadn't been for a cameo by Bruce Campbell, I would have given it like a 0, because I had no entertainment value whatsoever from this movie. So I give it a 1.5 out of 5. And the half one is for the zombie version of Doctor Strange, but it sucked, man. Oh, Marvel, please stop with this shit you're doing. Now, back to another good one, The Northman, with Alexander Skarsgård. It's kind of like Skyrim in movie form. It has draugrs, fights, magic, it has pretty much everything. It's about Skarsgård, who is going to take vengeance for his dad, who was killed in the beginning of the movie, and I don't want to say too much about it. It has that distinct feeling of it's the same director, Robert Eggers, who made The Lighthouse and The Witch. So if you like these two, I think you will love The Northman. Now, it had some boring moments. I wouldn't say it's a full pot, but I would give it a 3 out of 5, maybe 4 out of 5, because I had a good time with the movie, and it was cool. So, alright, the third catastrophe. Yeah. Jurassic World Dominion. I don't even know where to start with this pile of goo. Bleh. It had nothing. It had Chris Pratt do this a lot. It had a nonsensical story where the dinosaur came in second seat, and there were kind of this locust swarm that threatened the world, that an evil... No, it's just so bad. And it's full of plot holes, like... I can't go into every plot hole in this bloody movie. But at one point, Chris Pratt, his wife, and kind of like a Han Solo-esque, rebel-esque woman who is a pilot, are about to crash with a plane, and there's one ejector seat. And Chris Pratt says to his wife, take the ejector seat, we will stay in the plane. So you will survive, I guess. Well, it ends up with her like flying out of the plane, landing in the middle of the jungle with no help around, in a jungle filled with carnivorous, with meat-eating dinosaurs. While Pratt and the Han Solo girl kind of lands on the ice pretty close to the installation where the dinosaurs are, so I don't really know what the hell, you know, how did they thought they were going to find her? Didn't they think she was going to be eaten by all the dinosaurs? It's just so stupid. And yeah, it's cool to see Sam Neill, Laura Dern and Jeff Goldblum again, but they are hardly given anything to do, you know. It's just such a bad movie. I hope this ends the Jurassic saga, man. I will give this movie a 1 out of 5. I would give it a 0, but I think at least, I mean, they put some energy into making this crap. So 1 point for trying, I guess. And now, the final good movie on my list here. Now, I watched the Orphan 2 First Kill. And if you don't know, this is a spoiler review, I must say, so if you don't know anything about the Orphan, bye bye. Well, the first one was about Esther, a 10-12-year-old girl who is adopted by a family only to learn that she's a psychopath who isn't 12 years old at all. She's actually 20 or 30, I don't remember, and she has this disease that makes her look like a kid. And this is the pre-story, the prequel to that movie. And the girl who plays, or the woman who plays Esther, is called Isabella Furman. And she's in the first one and she's in this one. And you can kind of tell she's much older in this one, because when she played Esther in the first, she was kind of like 10 or 12. Now she's in her 20s. So of course you're going to notice that she looks older, and it doesn't really fit all the time. But that doesn't matter, man. This was such a wild ride. It was an awesome movie. I was both laughing, I was like, wow, the twists and turns in this one is just amazing. And Isabella Furman is becoming one of my favorite new horror actresses, one to keep your eye on. And by the way, I've seen pictures of her out of makeup, so I think she's 25 or something. She's a hot babe. So don't be scared by how Esther looks. Anyway, yeah, this one, it starts like the old one, with her infiltrating a family and, you know, starting to do misdeeds and villainous things. But at about the middle of the movie, there comes this huge plot twist that I at least didn't expect. And it shook the movie around, so it became like really, really wild ride, man. I definitely love Orphan First Kill, and I give it a 5 out of 5. So there you have it, 3 really bad movies that you should avoid like the plague, and 3 really good ones that are, at least the Orphan First Kill is really amazing. The Northman is hit and miss if you don't like that kind of slow burning thing. And which was the other one? Nope, which is also an amazing movie. So, and I'm also going to give an extra shout out for James Van's Malignant, which came out last year, I think, which was a nice throwback to old giallo movies from the 70s, and it was also one of those movies where everything just turns up to like 11 in the middle of the movie. And I like that kind of like energy, you know, where it's a pretty decent flick, you know, and it's pretty weird, and then it's just bams in the gear and like full speed ahead into total insanity. Okay guys, so that was my review for these movies. And remember, these are just my personal views. If you like Doctor Strange in Toyland or Jurassic Park, the plot told island, it's okay. I don't judge you. I like a lot of weird movies. Well, that was it for this video. Until next time, have a nice week and a nice weekend wherever you are. It's fall here in Sweden and I will stop talk. I love you guys. See you soon. Bye.